Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
It feels good that we were able to get a win. Overall, I think we moved the ball well at times, but again, we can't put ourselves in a position like that. I thought that coming out in the third quarter, we executed well, find a lot of open shots, but at the end of the day, we got to get stops. I think we allowed them to lead and get back to the game. We don't want to do that. They're a very, very good offensive team. They have professional scorers. They have guys that can get downhill. They have guys that can initiate the offense. So I think we give them a lot of moments that they felt good, and they believe that we get back in the game, and they did. And we just made it tough for ourselves. But overall, I think there was a lot of good moments. A lot of people did good things to win the game today, from Pete Nance, from Ryan, from Kuz, from Bobby, from Miles, from Scoop. A lot of guys did a lot of good things for us to be able to win the game.
Yep. Stretch. I think we had a couple attempts, yet had found your teammates for open shots. So, as you have said, you tried to lead in that way, share the ball, play the right way. How important was that down the stretch for you to find those guys, and then obviously for them to make those shots, AJ and Bobby?
Yeah, you gotta make the right play. You gotta make the right read. You gotta be in the moment and the read was in front of you. It doesn't matter if I've shot 10 times, 2 times. You gotta make the right read. And I think one time, AJ was open, and the other time Bob was open in the corner, and both of them make the shot, which I'm happy. But that's how you gotta play. There's gonna be times that it's gonna be your night. There's gonna be times that it's not gonna be your night. Not just for me, for everybody.
Giannis, it was announced your 10th All-Star Game appearance is coming up soon here in a couple of weeks. What would you say to that young boy who was playing in Sepolia with a fake Allen Iverson jersey that one day he'd be a 10-time All-Star?
I probably tell that myself when I was young, that I'd be 10 times All-Star. Probably not believe it. I think when I came to the league, I had this meeting with John Hammond and Dave Morway, who was the GM, the assistant GM of the Bucks, and they told me hey, look at all these guys, Paul Pierce, Tracy McGrady, blah blah blah. They've been 10 times All-Star. You can be one of those guys. I'm like, you really believe that? It was like, yeah, if you work hard and you have the tools to be one of those guys. And I kind of took that and kind of installed it in my heart. I never said it publicly, but one of my goals as a player was to be a 10-time All-Star, and I'm very happy that I'm accomplishing. I want to thank everybody that I've had in this journey. I want to thank God for keeping me healthy, for keeping me hungry, for protecting me throughout this journey, and it's been incredible. But it doesn't stop here. There's more to go. There's more to go, and I can't wait for whatever chapter is next.
To add to that, you're one of the few that always competes in the All-Star game. Knowing that they've changed the format to World versus the U.S., what are your thoughts on that?
I think it was probably one of my ideas. I think I said it maybe last year or 2 years ago publicly. It doesn't really matter what the format is going to be. I know that I'll never have a chance to be on the court and play among the best. I will always compete. And I'm excited. I'm excited to go out there, put on the show, and my kids are older now. They get to enjoy the All-Star game. And they were I turn on the TV and they see players that they were All-Stars last year. It was like, oh, I met this guy. I saw this guy. This guy talked to me. They're old enough to understand. So just having my my boys and my family just being amongst the greats, it's an incredible feeling. And just seeing the dad being competing against the best player in the world, I think that's for me is a fulfilling.
A lot of teams are holding off on their trade moves to see what happens with you, Giannis. How do you feel about that?
I can't control that. I can't control what other teams do, man. I just try to focus on my job, which is go out there and compete and try to win games.
Last week, it felt like a turning point when the fans in Milwaukee booed you and you booed them back. How did that moment feel in your heart?
It felt great. I don't know, for some reason I enjoy being the villain this year.
Even with your own fans?
It doesn't really matter with everybody. just makes my motor go more. It makes me hungry when I play. It just makes me compete more. It doesn't matter. I just love playing basketball, and anything that can kind of spark my fire in me, I love it.
How confident are you you'll finish the season with the Bucks?
I don't know. I take it day by day.
To see Jalen Johnson come up and being a young star now, what was it like guarding him or playing against him, and what do you see in him?
I see greatness in him for sure. I think he's one of the best young talents in this league. I think he has a very high ceiling. As long as he puts his head down and keeps on working hard and keep on listening to his coaching staff and try to improving things to help his team win, I think he has a bright future. I just seen the kid because I used to go back in the day. When my brother Alex was competing, and they were teammates. So I've known him since he was like 15, 16, and just seeing him now that he flourished to the player that he is today, it's just fun, and it just makes me feel like I'm old, but I'm not old. Again, the sky is the limit for him, and you just gotta stay humble and stay hungry.
Since you have returned, it's pretty much the same starting lineup. Just what kind of impact do you see that you brought?
Great, just Kuzma keeps on making it out play. Plays selfish basketball. He's a guy that can initiate the offense. He's a guy that can play off the ball. He's a guy that knows how to move without the ball and score the ball. So it also gives us a lot of more depth in our bench, like having Scoot come on with Bobby. As you saw tonight, like our bench was good. I like the move. It doesn't really matter who starts and who comes off the bench. What matters is who finishes the game. It's good to finish the game. I told him that. I said, don't care about who starts, man. It doesn't really matter who finished the game, the last 6 minutes of the game. That's when the best players in the court are able to initiate and give their team a win.
I know continuity is important. You all have been fairly healthy and available since you've been back December 27th. But how important is it that I guess the coaching staff still continues to tinker and tweak to just find something? Like you mentioned, when you're on the bench, can the bench unit be better? Can these units be better? I know I'm sure you'd love to have something set, but is it important to just keep kind of trying things, different combos, and just find that spark or find something that can really work for a long time?
Yeah, you're gonna find it. I think we find something tonight. I like Pete off the bench. He's a two-way contract. He's a guy that plays hard. He's extremely smart. He knows how to move the ball. He knows how to get the ball to the second side on DHO and just get everybody involved, which for his age is incredible. He's played only 32 or 33 games in the NBA, and then he has a maturity about him, like he's been around for a lot of years. I like that. I feel like second unit was way more steady, way more aggressive. The ball was happening. So I think we did find something tonight. But again, if Coach Dark keeps on trying to figure things out, that's his job. That's what you got to do. You got to figure out the ways that we can be better. And I think today was something that we should definitely keep and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, then you just got to keep on making adjustments.
Last question. Can you describe the feeling of watching Arsenal this season? How does it feel?
I haven't watched them. at all.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.